guys, welcome back to my channel. Nanny D here, back with my friend Walter White from the epic TV show Breaking Bad. Yeah, this awesome bust has been produced by a new company called Supacraft from Germany. Awesome guys, they're friends of mine, and I think they took a huge challenge to bring you this awesome bust. It's a very limited run of 300 pieces worldwide, so I suppose this is only meant for the hardcore, die-hard Breaking Bad fans. And like with every review I will not sugarcoat and sweet talk anything. It's gonna be straight, raw, and unedited. I'm gonna point out all the goodies of this bust, but also point out the imperfections and flaws, which of course this bust also has. You always got to keep in mind, even though it's only 300 pieces, it's still a mass product. And there's been some controversial discussions, some various platforms and forums that the bust looks bad, it doesn't look as good as the prototypes. Well, let me tell you something. Every prototype looks nearly perfect, and the mass production and the pieces for sale are going to look a little bit different, maybe like 90%. The same goes for here. I think this bust looks really good, and it's a great display piece. And the major issue that this piece has, in my personal opinion, it's actually the only issue it has. The overall paint job is a little bit too dull, too flat. They could have done a little bit more of shading with a little bit more of highlights, just to give the skin a little bit more of depth and realism. Also, the overall skin colors, in my opinion, is a little bit too orangey, which makes it look a little bit like a mannequin puppet. But other than that, I mean, the sculpt of this bust is phenomenal. I mean, you will see here now with the close-up shots, you can see every single pore and wrinkle. It's just incredible. I mean, to me, it looks like it has been cast from Bryan Cranston's face. And actually, I checked with the art director of Supacraft, with Adriano, whether this is a sculpt or a cast, and he confirmed to me it is a sculpt. So whoever sculpted this did an outstanding job. Another thing that some guys have already complained about is the beard and the eyebrows. It doesn't look natural. Now the thing is, this is a resin head, okay? It's not silicone, so that means you cannot pinch the hairs, the single hairs. If you could pinch it, it would be different. So you have to find out a way how to apply all these hairs. So what Supacraft did is they went like they do with with movies and in theaters. It's kind of a translucent tape with glued hair on, and then you just apply the tape on the face. Same goes for the eyebrows. And of course, it doesn't look that natural, like if you would pinch every single hair, right? But from a distance, it looks quite okay. That thing that bothers me personally more is not the technique or the way they applied the hair, it's more the color of the beard. Here maybe now on camera with all the light, it doesn't look that way, but the beard has mainly one color, one brown color, which makes it look a little bit unnatural. I mean, if you look at my beard, I have a lot of gray hair, single hair, which gives some sort of a dynamic in the beard itself, and that makes a beard look natural. I think if they would have put more or mixed in more blonde hair, just to give a little bit more of a texture and life in it, it would have looked way better. This way it looks a little bit unnatural, but it's not that bad, okay? The bust itself is quite light, maybe like, I don't know, 3-4 pounds, and with the base it's maybe like 6 7 pounds, something like that. So let me give you here a 360. So it's really a cool piece on display. They really captured the shape of Bryan Cranston's head, bald head, so very well. I mean, all the other details, you know, that little kind of gap here in the tip of the nose, the mole, everything. I mean, it's really a perfect, absolutely perfect sculpt. And it's a bit of sad, you know, that they didn't provide a better paint job, because I think just with a little bit of more shading, they could have done an outstanding job. But it's not that bad, like I said, you know, I mean, the thing is, when you take that thing out of the box, it doesn't have this wow effect. It's like wow on the sculpt, but then with the paint job, it's like, yeah, okay, it's not too bad. The other thing that I may want to say is the eyes. They actually used acrylic glass eyes, and they reproduce actually the color of Bryan Cranston's eyes. So these eyes are exactly the same, or a copy or replication of Bryan Cranston's eyes. Very, very cool. Also the glasses, just for information, they didn't just go in the next Chinese shop and bought, like, you know, 300 cheap glasses that look similar. They actually had 300 of these pieces made, reproduced exactly the way Walter White, Bryan Cranston, has or wears his glasses in the TV show. So it's a 100% exact replication, which is very, very cool. So in terms of details, they really didn't miss anything. The bust comes with a nice certificate of authenticity with the number 300. This one is 57 out of 300, signed by the Supacraft art director Adrian Alonso and the guy from Sony Television. You know, this is a Sony production, so it had to be approved. It's officially licensed by Sony. And yeah, what else can I say? The price for this thing is $1,500. Is it worth $1,500? Well, I mean, this is hard to tell or hard to say. I think if you are a die-hard Breaking Bad fan, it's definitely worth it. I mean, how cool is this to have your, you know, TV hero as a life-size in your room? I think for the average collector who collects, you know, random pieces, I think it's probably going to be too expensive for what it is. But keep in mind, they really invested a lot of time, and they did a great job providing this bust. Although the paint job could have been a little better, but overall it's really, really a cool bust, and I highly recommend this to anyone who is looking for a Breaking Bad collectible. Yeah, I think that's all there is to show. I hope you enjoyed this little review, and I'm excited to see more awesome pieces from Supacraft. So keep collecting, stay tuned, and see you around on the tube. What's my name, biatch?
This is beginning to feel like the dawn of a new